Welcome to another exciting edition of the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast. I am your MC Davo. With me today we have Kells.
Hello there.
We have Andy.
Hello, Ladle Brainers.
We have the Sensei Neil.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to 2023, everybody.
I'm excited to be here.
I didn't think I'd ever make it to this. It sounds like a super sci-fi kind of year, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not real.
Like replicants would be running around or something.
Yeah. Or flying cars. Still mad about that.
I'm definitely looking for those.
What was that Sean Connery movie where I just lost the name, where he's wearing that awful red nutsack outfit? You know what I'm talking about?
Zardoz?
Yeah. That's 2023. So.
Are you kidding?
I'm not. That was supposed to be the near future of 2023. So I presume that's what you're wearing right now as we're recording.
Well, all platinum members of the Patreon may get to find out.
And there goes our last platinum member. It was fun while it lasted.
So what are we doing, Neil?
I thought we'd play some trivia. So
Yay.
The way this works is each week we have a theme. And within that theme, we've got 6 categories of 4 questions each. Each question is worth 10 points with a few bonus points thrown in here and there. And then a final question, which is worth up to 100 points. And since this is our first, it's the first show we're recording in 2023. So we're going to do our annual year in review.
Oh, now, guys, if anybody uses the excuse, but I wasn't around when this happened, I'll know they're lying.
It's true. Except for one category, but we'll get to that.
Oh,
and so, know that when we do this, I always I've got a few stats we can talk about for how you guys did in the previous year.
It's been a rough 2022 for Davo.
Well, Davo. So what I did is I took all the games that you guys played in and figured out what your rank was in each of those, and just did a little bit of mathing. So probably unsurprisingly, for actual first place wins, Kells is in the lead. He came in first in 51% of the games that he played.
Wow.
Huh.
Wow.
He came in second, 35%. And then third, he came in 12% or 6 games out of the, let's see how many. Kells played in 49 games last year.
Wow.
And he had one 4th place finish. I don't know what game that was. Andy, he came in first in 28% of the games.
Okay. That's closer to Kells.
Came in second place 30% of the time and third place 42% of the time. You didn't have any 4th place finishes. We don't really have that many.
Congratulations.
We don't have that many.
I avoided those
4 person games. So Davo, unfortunately, Davo played in 47 games. You had 11 first place finishes for 23%.
Yay.
34% second place finishes, and 40% of your finishes were third place, and you had one 4th place finish. So yeah.
Wow.
I mean, technically Andy came in third more than you did, but he came in first more than you did also. So
So I lost a lot of close games, barely losing.
Well, I don't know that's
but losing.
That's not evident from this.
Hey,
Yeah. Really, the only evidence we can draw from this specifically is the losing.
So Allison,
which there was a lot. How much was it again? How much losing?
It was a little bit of losing.
Yeah.
Allison only played last year in one tournament, and in typical Allison fashion, we love Allison. She came in third once and 4th 7 times.
Ooh.
So that was Allison. I only played in 3 games, and I had a first, second, and a third place win
All around
game. Yeah. So I was 33% across the board. And then I've got a few other stats. The highest single score that we had in any game was in an episode called Love. I don't really specifically remember that episode, but one player got 358 points.
Was it Andy?
It was Kells.
Wow.
Kells.
I know one of the
358.
categories there for some reason was worth 20 points. Each question was worth 20 points. So that's part of why that was such a high score.
Wow.
And then the lowest score, well, so among our primary players, the lowest score was 103 for non-English languages. And that was Andy.
Oh.
Yeah, I tanked that one. I
But
remember.
it wasn't me.
Yeah, I still lay awake at nights.
Our game with the highest average score was a game that I don't remember if Major was playing or if he was the host, but the episode was baseball.
Major was playing.
Yeah,
I was
he was
I wrote the
playing.
questions.
Okay, so the average score on that game was 294 points.
Wow.
You guys like baseball.
The average score was 200.
The average score was 294. Yeah,
I believe I came in last in that one.
yeah, and probably with 250 points or something like
I
that.
was about to say,
Which was a clear win in almost all of our games, but that was last.
every other game.
If I recall
Yeah.
correctly, that was the epic sudden death round where Kells got every World Series winner back into the mid 70s in a row.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
right. But that's where all the points came from because we were all able to logic it for a while. I went all the way back to the Braves, I think,
Mhm.
before
Yeah.
I couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, I think I got to 1980.
I didn't, since I didn't play that game, I didn't have the scores. So I went back and listened to it and I was trying to find the end of the game. And so I heard that whole thing and cause I had never listened to that episode and it was impressive. The lowest average score was, our Sweep the Leg 3 episode.
Of course it was.
To no one's
God, I hate
surprise.
those episodes so
Of
much.
course it was.
The average score for that one was 127 points.
Man.
That's where you failed the whole class.
Yeah. You can't put the curve on the ground. Then it's just a line.
The closest game, so this is the lowest number of points between the first and last place, was Jeopardy 2, Andy's Bane. And that score, the difference between the highest score and the lowest score was 10 points.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And then we had a Rainbows episode that I did. And the difference in the score between first and last place was 174.
Oh, wow. Oh.
I don't know.
Big jump.
I didn't go back and look and see what those were specifically, but anyway, if you want to go listen to a close game, listen to Jeopardy 2, and one that's not so close, try Rainbows.
I'm pretty sure I tanked Rainbows as well. That would be one of the last places.
Well, somebody did, that's for sure.
Well, we received an ADA complaint about that. So
Actually, I'll just go ahead and pull that one up. That was in our Brain Masters. Yeah, so the scores for that one, Davo 328, Kells
gracious.
279, and Andy 154.
holy crap.
Put your hands up, Andy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
When I
Davo,
win, I win big. When I lose, oh my God.
that one was actually Kells was 1 point in the lead, but going into the final on that episode, and then
Davo ran the table.
Davo ran the table on that one. He swept that one. So anyway, so there's a few stats from last year.
What's clean slate, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
This is my year. I can feel it.
we're going to start with the 2022 year in review. These are all things that happened in 2022. Category 1, science.
Oh, see, I was all excited about a new year. This is going to suck.
This was kind of a repeat, but I really like the
How can
question.
you repeat years in review?
Yeah.
Well, because I've had a question about this thing before.
Okay.
Question 1. On January 24th, the James Webb Space Telescope arrived at its final destination called L2. What does the L stand for? And I have an easy mode if you need it.
Uh-huh.
Locked in.
Easy mode.
Yeah, easy mode for me.
All right, Andy's locked in. This easy mode is the same easy mode I used in the previous time I used this question.
Great.
So here we go.
Just let me know if you wanna go to that home out on the range. They got a lot of nice girls. A haw, 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 a haw, a haw, haw, haw.
I'm like, dude.
Just so that was LB5K, by the way. That wasn't the original singer.
Tough to tell sometimes. Oh, God. This is horrible. Locked in.
It's one question.
All right. Go start with Kels.
LaGrange.
Eva.
Lagrange.
And Andy.
Lagrange.
It's Lagrange.
Ow, ow, ow.
I mean, you can sing it like that if you want to, but
That's true.
They got a lot of nice girls out there.
all right. Well, I got a typo in this one. I wrote a third plant. I meant to say a third planet has been detected orbiting the star that is closest to our sun. What star is that? It'd be pretty cool if we could detect a plant. If there was like a petunia rotating
I think
around.
that'd make the front page of
Locked in.
What star is closest to our sun?
Locked in.
Locked in.
All right. Let's start with Devo.
Alpha Centauri. Crap. There's that pause that makes you feel like an idiot.
Andy.
Well, I was going to say Alpha Centauri too, but now I'm worried I'm going to look like an idiot.
Okay. But that's what you're saying.
Yeah. What I wrote down.
Okay. Well, you said you were going to say it.
Well, I mean, because the Devo ruined it. I felt pretty good about this one.
And Kels.
Proxima Centauri.
Correct answer is Proxima Centauri.
Oh, gosh.
What is I thought Alpha Centauri was the star. Is that a galaxy? Is that a science fiction thing?
It's another. It's another. It is a star system. There's three stars there. So Alpha Centauri is a triple star system that consists of 3 stars, including Proxima Centauri.
I see.
Is it 12 parsecs from us?
No, 1.3 parsecs.
Oh,
You were just off by an order of magnitude, Andy.
right. I was quoting Star Wars.
Okay, so I'll give you guys half points because you got the star system correct.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Benevolence in the new year.
Weird.
I'm trying to start off on a new fit. I was talking to my wife about how everybody thinks I'm so mean and all that. And she said, well, you kind of are. And I'm like, well, but I'm trying to turn over a new leaf and be less mean this year.
Okay.
She really did say that, by the way.
I don't doubt it.
Question 3. The first exascale supercomputer was announced by what national laboratory in Tennessee, originally created to refine uranium for the Manhattan Project? And I have another easy mode.
Easy
I
mode.
didn't know Tennessee had laboratories. It's all new to me.
Easy mode, please.
Yeah, easy mode. When did Tennessee get electricity?
Everybody wants the easy mode. Courtesy again of LB5K.
Oh boy.
So I'm singing, Elvira, Elvira, my heart's on fire, for Elvira, giddy up, papa, papa, Momo. Giddy up, papa, papa, Momo, hey ho silver, away.
All right, there's some mispronunciation all over that. I'm locked in.
Oh boy.
Once again, that
Locked
was
in.
LB5K, not the original singers. He's been practicing a lot.
You can tell.
I'm locked in.
Let's start with Andy.
Elvira?
Okay. Kels
I said Star Labs.
and Devo.
The Lone Ranger National Laboratory.
The job of a chimney sweep comes with a great deal of responsibility.
So why the hell did you play that song?
Who made that song popular, Andy?
The Oak Ridge Boys?
Yes.
Oak Ridge Laboratory.
Oh.
Why would you go with Elvira? It's said several times in the clue.
Well, LaGrange was in the last one.
No, it wasn't.
No,
No,
it
it
wasn't.
It said
Oh, we
on
don't-
the
oh,
range.
okay. Oh. Yeah, you're right. Well, I didn't take easy mode in the first one, so I wasn't really paying that much attention. I got other things going on here. A lot of moving parts.
Are we disturbing you? Should we come back later?
I'm very busy. I got Discord going. I'm on the tweeter like the other kids, and and
On the tweeter.
That is a ridiculous song, though, by the way.
It is.
yeah.
All right. Question 4. The last science question of the year. No,
thank
just kidding. Of course it's not. Just of this game. Question 4. In November, the General Conference on Weights and Measures voted to phase out the use of what adjustment used to reconcile the discrepancy between atomic clocks and the observed solar time caused by the irregular slowing of the Earth's rotation?
Locked in.
Locked in.
I figure either Andy actually knows this off the top of his head, or he knows he has no idea and had a quick, clever answer off the top of his head.
I'm locked in.
I'm interested to see which. But let's start with Kels.
Daylight saving time.
And Deva
Daylight savings.
and Andy.
The leap second.
Correct answer is the leap second.
The leap second.
Boom.
Nice, Andy.
You were listening to NPR on your way to work and heard something.
Yeah.
Don't give me
Thank
that
God
like
for
you knew it.
NPR. Actually, I think this was on the podcast that both Neil and I listened to.
Yeah, it might have been. Yeah, so basically, partly because the moon is moving away, that the Earth rotates slightly slower, but atomic clocks are still ticking along at the same speed. So our actual, relationship to solar time differs from the clocks sometimes. So they add in or remove a second every once in a while, but that causes all kinds of problems with computer systems. So they decided that they're just going to let them accumulate over a period of years and start doing leap minutes. So we have the same problem, but way less often. Because sometimes I think they add a second and sometimes they lose a second. So it'll probably be 40 or 50 years before they have to do another leap minute. And I'm probably the only one listening that thinks that's interesting, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I've come to terms. At the end of category 1, Devo has 10, Kels 15, Andy 25.
Woohoo!
Andy.
So when I decided to do this year in review, I reached out to some of our patrons and asked them if they wanted to work on particular categories. So our friend Ian, aka Dismas on our patron Discord, he contributed a movie category for us.
All right.
Movies are those things we used to go to the theater to do.
Oh, I love a good talkie.
All right, question 1. What film, which is part of an 80-year-old franchise, was released in November with a lead actor who didn't sparkle in his performance and a lead actress who totally rocked her performance, probably due to her rock star dad?
Locked in.
Oh, okay. I'm locked in.
80-year-old franchise?
Yeah.
They're still making Police Academy? Do they still have that one guy who makes all the noises?
Michael Winslow.
Michael Winslow. There it is. He didn't sparkle. I'm stuck. I'm talking this out because you guys are all locked in. I'm stuck on Twilight, and it's not part of the Twilight series. Rockstar Dad's almost got to be Liv Taylor.
Or Tyler.
Or Tyler.
Tyler.
Yeah, man.
Wait, I know who I mean. I am totally. Let me hear. Wait a minute. I'm locked in? No. All right. I'm locked in. Hell with it. I'm
Are
locked
you
in.
fighting with yourself now?
Yeah, I'm really mad about this
The
question.
pen's touching his paper. No, yes, no, yes, damn you, no.
Take the wheel.
Devo, what do you got?
The Batman.
Andy?
Black Adam.
Kels?
The Batman.
Is the Batman.
Ah, shoot. That came out in 2022?
Yes.
I thought that was the preview. I thought it was 2021.
So I thought you were so close with the Twilight thing
Mm-hmm.
because the sparkling was a reference to Robert Pattinson
Mm-hmm.
and the
Yeah.
lead actress was a reference to Zoe Kravitz.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Question 2. What film with an ensemble cast including Edward Norton, Janelle Monáe, and Leslie Odom Jr. is a sequel to a 2019 film which were both released by Netflix?
Locked in. Watched this 3 nights ago.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Andy?
Glass Onion.
Kels?
Glass Onion.
And Deva?
Glass Onion.
It is The Glass Onion. Question 3. This year, Jordan Peele released a neo-Western science fiction horror film that has been put on several best movies of 2022 lists. I guess that means you should definitely see it, although the title might suggest otherwise.
Locked
Locked
in.
in.
I just watched it for the first time the other night.
Ooh, what'd you think, Kels?
It was weird.
It's very weird.
I liked it. I liked it, but it was just super weird.
I disliked almost every second of it.
Really?
Every
I
second.
thought it was terrible. I mean, okay, the special. Well, let's get to the answers.
All right.
Okay.
Kels,
Nope.
Deva,
Nope.
and Andy.
Nope.
I thought the special effects were really nice. Really, I mean, they're beautiful, but I don't know. I just didn't
The story.
get it. Yeah.
That's fair.
You know, Neil, I just throwing this out there. I had that reaction once to a really popular movie where I watched it and like, I didn't follow this. That was just weird. And I recognized after a while, like, I think it's because the storytelling was so unique that I had to go back and watch it a second time. And it was The Big Lebowski, which became one of my favorite movies of all time. But the first time I watched The Big Lebowski, I was like, when is the movie going to get started? When are they going to get off this rug thing? And, really like I was kind of almost half angry. Like everybody raved about this movie. This plot's going nowhere. And then days and over the weeks after seeing it, I kept like little scenes and vignettes kept coming back to me. I'm like, I think I need to give that a second chance. And the second time I watched it, just blew me away. Nope is along that line of just really unique storytelling.
I don't think any of it was. It wasn't scary enough to be horror. It wasn't funny enough to be comedy, and the plot was not strong enough to be a good drama.
Oh,
But
I'm excited to watch it.
hey, I'm not getting paid by them, so I did just watch The Menu, which I thought was really, really good.
I want to see that.
All right, let's keep going on this quiz that we're doing here.
Yeah, let's go back to the show.
Question 4. The directorial team known as the Daniels includes Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. In 2016, they released Swiss Army Man. This year, 2022, they released a film with a title that is longer than most movie titles. What is this omnipresent movie?
Oh, don't get it in the wrong order.
I may give you a break if you get it in the wrong order.
I'm locked in.
Top Gun's not a lot of words. I'm locked in.
I'm going to punt.
All right. We will start with David.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
First pun of the year.
Andy?
I can't. I'm just trying to think of movies I've seen this year, and with long titles, all I could come up with is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
Okay. Is that a real movie, or was that an attempt at a joke?
No, that's a real movie, and
Okay.
it's real quick because I think everybody should see this because it's so clever. It is a Nick Cage movie that makes fun of being Nick Cage.
Big Nick Cage. Oh,
It's an
okay.
action movie where I won't want to give too much away, but it's an action movie where a drug kingpin idolizes Nick Cage, and
I
Nick
saw the
Cage, the
trailer for
actor,
this.
gets sucked into it, and it is bizarre, and it is a fun ride. And I give Nick Cage a lot of credit for making the film because most of the film is making fun of all the movies he's ever been in.
Hey, he'll take anything right now to pay his back taxes.
Yeah.
Dollar, keep getting them checks.
Keep getting them
It's
checks.
well worth seeing, I promise you.
Kels, what do you got?
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
Correct answer is Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Oh man, I'm so glad I got that in the right order.
I've been wanting to see that.
Here's a note from Ian, by the way. Swiss Army Man stars Paul Dano and Daniel Radcliffe, and according to more people than just me, it's weird and hilarious and something you should definitely see.
The Swiss Army Man.
Yeah, I concur. It is a hilarious movie.
I'm
Okay.
writing it down.
Daniel Radcliffe literally plays a corpse,
Okay.
and he's in the entire movie.
And you guys still have to see The Man Who Killed Hitler and the Bigfoot.
What?
I've never even heard of that.
I've talked to you about this movie before. You have to see it.
I'll black you out sometimes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know.
It's officially on my list of movies that Andy has suggested that I'll never watch.
Okay.
All right, at the end of category 2, Davo has 40, Andy 45, Kels 55.
Okay.
So let's move on to celebrities. This category was donated to us by me.
Hey.
Because when I think of people who follow the lives of celebrities,
You know,
I think
honestly, I'll tell you, I feel dumber having written this. I hate celebrity gossip so much. It's so uninteresting to me. And yet, for you guys, I did this.
This is how much you care about the show and how much you're willing to put out for us. I really appreciate it.
yep,
You're a pal
taking
and
one
a
for the
confidant.
team.
Question 1. Rihanna gave birth to her first child in May. Who is the father?
Locked in.
Locked in. I know Rihanna's real.
This might be the only one I get in this category.
No.
I'm bringing out Ray Guy, not as the dad. I want to make that clear. You are not the father. Ray Guy, you are not the father.
All right. So let's start with Andy.
Now Ray Guy comes in for his first punt of the day. Kick is away. There's a high twisting hang time spiral.
Kels, what do you got?
ASAP Rocky.
David?
ASAP Rocky. And I swear, if you had called on me first, I would have called him ASAP Rocky.
Oh my God.
The correct answer is Raheem Atheliston Mayers, a.k.a. ASAP Rocky.
Okay.
Stylized with a $sign.
I wrote it with a $sign.
And I gotta say, I
dollar
think
sign.
Raheem is a better name. But I guess ASAP is part of his like collective or something, right?
Yeah.
Is
all
the
of them have,
ASAP
like-
Mob or something like that?
Yeah.
And they're all ASAPs. Is that right?
They're all ASAPs.
Yeah.
ASAP Ferg and some other ones.
And the rest here on Gilligan's Island.
Question 2. What TV host got some media attention for fathering his 12th child with 6 different women? Not all of them this year. I think only 5 of them were born this year.
Gosh, it's still a lot. I'm like, dude.
How many kids?
12 total.
Dun, 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 dun. Here's the story.
The story. I'm locked in.
Wow.
If I remember correctly, 2 of these kids were born like 3 days apart.
Well, he has
no.
twins. But yeah, the ones this year, I think that's true.
Yeah.
With 2 different moms.
Yeah.
Oh, no. All right. I've already punted crap.
Just name a celebrity. You know several.
Well, TV host.
Mm-hmm.
Dick Cavett.
Let's see. This year he had
Johnny
Let's go.
Carson.
So it looks like number 8 was born on June 28th, number 9 on September 14th, number 10 on September 23rd, number 11 on November 11th, and number 12 on December 14th.
Wow.
It's like,
And that's with 5 different women.
yeah, he's like running his own Weapon X program.
I'm
Soon I will rule the world with mediocre television hosts.
I'm locked in.
There will be no 4 p.m. time slot that I will not control.
Locked in.
All right,
I'm very
Kels,
interested in Andy's answer. Nick Cannon.
Deva,
Nick Cannon.
Andy.
Heyo.
Pat Sajak.
The correct answer is Nick Cannon.
Okay.
All right. Question 3. For how long is Will Smith banned from the Oscar ceremonies?
Locked in.
Locked in?
Wow, I don't keep track of this nonsense.
Because you live a rich and full life, Andy.
Honestly, I didn't even know he was actually banned, so I'm with you.
Yeah, I didn't either. I mean, I knew there was talk of that.
No, he's banned from attending the ceremony, but he can still be nominated and win awards theoretically.
But he just wouldn't be there to
He
accept
cannot physically go.
All right, I'm gonna.
That defeats the entire purpose of that. I mean, he could still win an Oscar or 2
Hey,
or
man,
3.
You're
Well, it's
using
a
life.
safety issue at this point.
I'm
Slap
locked
the
in.
taste out of some dude's mouth and you can still win an Oscar? Okay.
Let's start with Deva.
5 years.
Andy,
10 years.
Kels.
It's 10 years.
It is 10 years.
Whoa.
Whoa, I got it
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
10-year ban.
I'm glad they came down so hard on him for assaulting someone on the show. I mean,
Still a little salty.
Question 4. Who's the only actor in Forbes' highest paid entertainers list for 2022? I'm sorry. That should have been in the top 5.
So top
Actors?
5 actor.
Yeah.
In
So the other
Forbes'
ones, I
highest-
believe, are directors. So this is the only actor.
Okay.
So the rest of the question is, to be fair, about 3/4 of his income was from his tequila brand.
I feel like this could be
Oh.
anybody because they all own tequila brand.
Yeah.
I'm locked in with a guess. I don't even know if they own a tequila brand.
I'm locked in.
locked in.
Andy,
Ryan Reynolds.
Kels,
That was gin.
Oh shit.
I said Dwayne Johnson, The Rock.
Deva.
Dwayne Black Adam Johnson.
It is Mr. Adam himself, Dwayne Johnson.
Wow. Not money well spent.
What? His tequila brand?
No, the highest paid actor. Come on.
Well, no, like I said, 3/4 of his income came from his tequila
It's
brand.
from the tequila. Okay.
Yeah, he didn't make that much money from the movies. He's making it all from people buying
And to give you
tequila.
an idea, he gets paid between 25 and 30 million a movie.
Yeah, he was in, I think, the 500 million range or something like that for the year.
Goodness gracious.
I get paid in T-shirts for doing this podcast.
I got a sticker.
I've gotten 2 T-shirts. And how many years have we been doing this?
You've only asked for 2.
I know, but I'm just curious now. How many years have we been doing the podcast? My contract negotiation skills suck. I'm well
They're bad. They're real
They're
bad.
really bad.
All right, at the end of category 3, Andy has 55, Davo 70, and Kells 95.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
So, friend of the show, Nabs, did
Nabs.
a category of world, I guess, politics, world news.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Stuff that didn't happen here in America.
All right.
Question 1. Who was the Prime Minister of England when the Queen died?
What was her?
Ooh.
What?
Yeah.
There's been a lot of prime ministers.
Locked in?
Oh, I got it.
Yeah, I'm locked in.
You know what? I'll give you a 5-point bonus. Who was the Prime Minister when the Queen was, what do they call it?
In state?
No, when she
Jubilee?
when she became the Queen.
Oh, and she became
Oh,
Ooh.
holy moly.
that I can figure out. Hold on. Let me think of it. Yes, locked in.
I don't have it. Wait a minute. I'm going to just guess.
Well, hell. I'll throw this out there. I know it's not right, but why not? Locked in.
All right. Let's start with Kells.
I said Liz Truss and Winston Churchill.
Andy
It's Truss and Churchill.
and David.
Really?
Truss and Churchill.
Is indeed Liz Truss and Winston Churchill.
Yay.
And a whole bunch of other folks in between.
Right.
Yeah.
There's actually an article on Wikipedia that shows all of the prime ministers that she had, but that's for all of the Commonwealth countries.
Holy crap.
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
Yeah. So there's like 180 of them or something like that. Question 2. What is the Ukrainian word for a region or a province? And for a difficult 2-point bonus points for each, name the 4 regions which have become controlled by Russia since the invasion of Ukraine.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I feel like I should know, but I don't.
Yeah, it's one of the things I expect I'll
I'm
understand.
going to write a wrong answer and not even attempt the bonus because I should know it, but I don't. Locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay, let's start with Andy.
Statesky.
Oh,
And,
God.
There's North
Goodness
Statesky,
gracious.
South Statesky,
Oh,
East
come-
Statesky, and West
Dude,
Statesky.
You could have easily just said north, south, east, and west.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was more
Statesky,
fun
whatever you-
using that joke
Was
4
it?
more times in a row.
Yeah, that was
That's a
super fun.
joke?
It feels pretty.
Oof.
It feels pretty vaguely racist, but I don't know.
Oh my God, Andy. That was bad.
David.
County.
Okay. No guesses.
Ski.
Maricopa County, Dade County, Los Angeles County, and
Briscoe County Jr.
Briscoe County Jr.
Oh, that was a deep cut, Kels.
Thank you, Kels. That was great.
No problem.
What do you got, Kels?
I said a crane.
All right. Well,
My
prob-
crane, your crane, Ukraine,
I
the
got it.
crane.
Fraser Crane.
Well, just for formality.
So, after you've had a sweep, you might get some mild cramps.
Oh, well,
I think it's her accent.
that's
I do, actually. Wow.
huh.
The correct answer for the main question is an oblast.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of that or seen that in the news?
yes, that rings a bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the 4 that have been taken over since Russia's most recent invasion were Donetsk, Kherson, Luhansk, and Zaporizhia. So
Wow.
there you go. And just so you can thank Nabs, his original question was to name those 4.
Oh, boy.
I toned
Wow.
it down to
Thanks.
ask what the name of the region was, and it was still, yeah.
It's a resounding failure on our parts. Yeah.
Yeah, really was.
But hey, did you know Nick Cannon has a dozen kids?
Yes, it's important that we know that.
All right, question 3. On the 3rd of November 2022, Imran Khan, the former prime minister of this country, was subject to an assassination attempt and was shot multiple times in the leg. Name the country. And for a bonus, Imran Khan was not always a politician and actually rose to fame in his country doing what?
Locked in and locked in.
I'm locked in.
Okay, locked in.
All right. Let's start with David.
I said Jordan, but I think he was a TV host.
Okay.
Mm.
Kels?
I said Pakistan. I said cricket player.
Andy?
Pakistan, and he was a professional cricket player.
Correct answer is Pakistan, and he was a cricketer.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's the right word.
I don't think they call them cricketers.
Okay, well, I do.
Okay, well, we'll alert Sports Illustrated to update their standards book.
They're not cricketers, they're cricketers. They're cricketers. I'm not kidding. They're cricketers.
Okay, cricketers.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes, a person who plays cricket is a cricketer. I wasn't
okay.
too far off.
No, I like cricketer myself. I think it's got a little more panache for such a strange game.
And finally, question 4. 15th of November 2022 was designated by the UN as the approximate day that what milestone occurred?
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
Oh, okay. I'm locked in.
All right. Kels?
The population hit 8 billion.
Andy?
The population passed the 8 billion mark.
And Devo?
Population hit 8 billion.
That is the correct answer. Do you guys know when the 7 billion milestone was?
Oh, they talked about
2021?
this.
No, not quite.
Nick Cannon's been busy.
There's a Nick Cannon joke. I wasn't there fast enough.
It was
Gotta be quick on the draw like Nick Cannon.
I know. You're really proud of that, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
It was 2011.
Okay.
What?
11.
Yep. We got 1 billion people in 11 years.
1 billion people in 11. My brain just wanted to stop for half a second there.
Yeah.
All right. At the end of category 4, Devo and Andy have 95 and Kel's 135.
He's only a category ahead of us, so 2 categories to go, Andy. We're good to go.
Right.
Let's do it.
We got this. We got
Giddy up.
this. Turn these stats around.
So last night I was going through the quiz like I usually do just to make sure that everything was good. And I realized that I was missing a category. And so I thought, well, I'll do one on literature. And then I started doing research on literature books that were released this year.
Ooh.
And wasn't having any luck coming up with anything good. So I have a category here from literature from 1922.
1922. Okay.
So even
The
worse.
Roaring 20s. I know where this is going.
That may come up. Question 1. What novel by Sinclair Lewis was described by one reviewer as, there is no plot whatsoever. The main character simply grows 2 years older as the tale unfolds. And
Locked
you can't
in.
see it. The main character is in brackets because the named character is the name of the book.
Oh, boy. Locked in.
Locked in.
Let's start with Andy.
Elmer Gantry.
Devin.
Wow.
Utopia.
And Kels.
I said Elmer Gantry.
A doctor has recommended that you have
Of course
a
it's
spot.
Thank
correct.
goodness.
Why would anything I
Is
do?
it
be
Dodsworth?
Babbitt.
Oh.
All right. So good start. Let's go on to category two. Let's go on to question 2. What children's book was published in 1922 and is about a child's toy who wants to become real?
Oh, this is such crap.
Wow.
Locked in. There you go.
Thank you. It's not that. It can't be that. And Toy Story didn't come out in 1922.
Davo, it's Chucky.
Chucky the Beginning.
I'll give you a hint. It was written by Marjorie Williams.
I'm locked in.
They don't need hints. I locked in.
You screw you eating hints.
I'm sorry, Andy. I did not realize you'd locked in already, or I wouldn't have said that.
No, that hint did me no favors.
It didn't. I was going to write the same thing anyway.
Okay. You're all done, Kels? You want to go?
Sure. Velveteen Rabbit.
Andy
The Velveteen Rabbit.
and David.
Velveteen Rabbit.
It is the
Oh,
Velveteen
come
Rabbit.
on. Both of you guys said you had no idea. How am I going to catch up?
I had choices between Pinocchio and Velveteen Rabbit, and Pinocchio's older.
A lot older.
Yeah.
Question 3. Tales of the Jazz Age is a collection of short stories by F. Scott Fitzgerald that includes what story, which was made into a movie in 2008?
What the hell?
Made into a movie in 2008. I have nah. It can't be that, or maybe it can be.
It is, Kels. What can't it be?
Locked in?
What? No. What can't it be? I'm here to help, Kels. Just talk it out.
It's the only answer I got.
I've got
Scott Fitzgerald
thousands.
wrote the
Just
short
talk it out.
story about a toy doll. Then the same day a guy was going to be electrified. Not electrified, electrocuted.
Electrified.
Electrified is totally
It's
different.
electrifying.
I'm gonna go with the only F. Scott Fitzgerald story that I can think of, or that I can attribute to F. Scott Fitzgerald. I'm locked in.
Oh, you know what?
It's not correct.
I'm just gonna write down Chucky because I don't know.
I'm glad I
Is
could
there
help.
easy mode by chance?
Nah.
I had to
There
ask.
goes the nice sensei.
Well, I can't give you easy mode for every question.
Yeah. he's
Why
giving us
not?
plenty.
I'm locked in.
All right, let's start with Andy.
The Curious Case of Benjamin Buttons.
David
What?
Chucky in the Cotton Club.
and Kels.
He played a mean sax. A lot of people
He did.
forget that.
The Great Gatsby.
Andy, I'm going to give it to you, even though technically you were wrong. It's The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
What did Andy say?
Just one button.
Oh, I
He
said
only
buttons,
has one
didn't
button. He only
only
has
has
he
the
said
one
Benjamin
button.
Buttons.
Didn't Liv Taylor star in that one?
You know what? You shut up and you die.
Hey, he
Now
got it
it's
right.
on
You guys didn't. So
This is going to be another third place for Davo.
It is. I'm
decided
starting the
now.
year off. I'm starting the year off where I left it.
So
I
Kels,
can't win, but I can defeat Davo.
just for your edification, The Great Gatsby didn't come out in Tales of the Jazz Age book. It came out in the book called The Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a little shame nugget for you.
You know, I don't often get to do shame nuggets for Kels, so I thought I'd take the opportunity.
Yeah.
But he knew it was wrong, I think.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
You could have said
100%
Chucky.
was
That's
wrong.
stupid.
When did Chucky in the Cotton Club come out?
February of the year.
February 32nd.
Question 4: What modernist novel was first published as a novel in 1922, and chronicles the appointments and encounters of Leopold Bloom? And I actually have an easy mode for this one.
I'll take it.
So
With a smile on my face.
It was released serially before 1922, but it was compiled in.
I'm locked in.
I know that name.
Was that the
Yes.
easy mode?
No. I was just.
Oh, thank God.
That's why I phrased it the way I did. It was first published as
Okay.
a novel in 1922 because it was published in serially before that.
Easy mode.
All right, so Andy's locked in. Davo and Kels want easy mode.
Yes.
Easy mode is it was set in Dublin.
Locked in.
Locked in.
Davo,
Ulysses.
Kels,
Ulysses.
and Andy.
Ulysses.
It is Ulysses. At the end of category 5, Davo has 110,
Yeah.
Andy 125, and
Oh.
Kels 150.
Oh, my.
All right.
Close one.
And finally, thanks to our friend Twy, we have a
Twy.
sports category.
Hey.
Question 1. On October 24th, what Yankees outfielder broke Roger Maris's American League home run record?
Locked in.
Locked in.
We even talked about it on the show. Bye. There it is, locked in.
What was that noise?
I don't know.
Okay.
That was my brain slowly getting into gear.
It's best to not even ask questions at this point.
David, what do you got?
Judge.
Kels?
A.A. Ron Judge.
And Andy.
I was going to make the same joke. Aaron Judge.
It is Aaron Judge. All right. Question 2. Who won the Golden Boot Award in the 2022 FIFA World Cup for the most goals scored?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Locked
They
in.
scored in every game in the knockout
I
stage.
think so.
Kels?
Lionel Messi.
Andy?
Messi.
And David.
Messi.
Sweep the leg.
It was Mbappe.
I
Wait a
have a
minute.
problem with that.
Correct answer is Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe.
It's the
French
player from
French-
France.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
He scored
He
8
comes from
goals total.
France.
Yeah.
8. Wow.
Okay, I hesitated putting this in because I would have absolutely no idea, but you guys are more sportsy than I am.
You write whole categories where I am lost in
Right.
the woods. So give me what you can.
I don't believe I got a single thing right in the celebrity category.
So that what it means?
You lucked into the Will Smith banning.
Oh, that's
question.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, question 3. The LA Rams defeated the Cincinnati Bengals in Super Bowl LVI. What was the final score?
Oh, hell no.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm locked in.
I thought
throwing
maybe
out
there was
numbers.
something significant about the score that would.
I'm locked
ring a
in.
bell.
No, it was close. They both locked in?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all locked in.
It's in the 20s.
I'll try to be generous on the scoring for this one.
It's all right. I'm locked in.
Okay. Let's start with Andy.
21-9.
Okay, Deva
23-16.
and Kels.
I think it was a field goal difference. So I said 24-21.
Okay, so here's how I'm going to score it. Andy, you're pretty far off, so you get 0.
Yeah. Thanks.
Devo, you got one of the scores, but we're off by 4 on the other one. I'll give you half points. Kels, you were correct. It was a field goal difference. You get 8. The final score was 23-20.
Oh.
Oh,
So you're really close, Kels.
man.
So 8 for Kels, 5 for Devo, none for Andy. And question 4. LeBron James is now second on the all-time scoring list behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Whom did he pass during the 2022 season on the all-time scoring list? So who was
Okay.
second?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Andy?
MJ.
Deva?
Malone.
And Kels?
Davo, you might want to be a little bit more specific.
Carl Malone.
There you go. Karl Malone.
Who's the other Malone?
Moses
Moses.
Malone.
Oh, yeah, I don't think he's anywhere near that list. Is he? Correct answer,
One-
Karl Malone.
He's not. He won number 2. Yeah.
Karl Malone is the correct answer.
The mailman.
So that brings our scores to Devo and Andy are tied again at 135, and
Ooh.
Kels has 178.
It's a battle for second.
Battle for second, indeed.
In 1957, Laika became the first animal to orbit Earth. What kind of animal was Laika?
What is the only team in the Big Four North American sports leagues which shares its name with one of the Avengers?
And here's one more question for you. Are you the type of person who enjoys playing trivia games, learning new things, and having a bit of fun along the way?
If you are, or if you just want to find out the answers to those other questions, then our podcast, Quiz and Hers, might be right up your alley.
Each week, one of us writes new trivia questions for the other person, covering everything from science to history to pop culture to sports.
And every question in a game relates to some theme, like Game of Thrones,
internet memes,
sandwiches,
or animals in space.
Some of the themes make more sense than others.
So if you like trivia, learning, or real couples testing each other's knowledge and patience, check out our podcast, Quiz and Hers, part of the Big Heads Media Podcast Network.
Quiz and Hers, the trivia podcast where we test each other's knowledge and the strength of our relationship.
You're going down, Davo.
Bring it on, old man.
Sudden death.
So when I was trying to think of a final set of questions for this, I finally hit on it, and I was halfway done before I realized that it's probably in poor taste given the name of our final category. But these are all questions about people who died in 2022.
I knew it.
Not all of them were sudden deaths, although some of them were definitely sudden deaths.
I saw it coming as soon as you started with the explanation. I was like, yep, this is, yep.
I really didn't put that together until I was nearly halfway done. But then I thought it was funny. So
if you can't have good taste, have poor taste.
Yep.
Crystal Pepsi.
That's where I'm at in the world.
All right. I tried to put these in easy to hard order, but it's kind of hit and miss on some of them. So we'll see how it goes. Okay. Question 1. In December, we lost one of the key players in the 1972 NFL game dubbed the Immaculate Reception. He was a 9-time Pro Bowler, 4-time Super Bowl winner, and 1-time Super Bowl MVP. Who was it?
Locked in.
Locked in.
Kels?
Franco Harris.
Deva?
Franco Harris.
And Andy?
Friend of the show and my brother would have been so angry if I missed Franco Harris.
It is Franco Harris. He passed like 3 days before he was supposed to attend the ceremony to retire his jersey.
Oh.
And it was a few days before it was the 50th anniversary of the Immaculate Reception play.
How has his jersey not been retired by the Steelers before this?
Yeah, I figured it would have been up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you wait that long?
Right.
Good Lord.
All right. You all got it right. Question 2. What dame passed away in October and garnered 5 Tony Awards, as well as having the most Emmy nominations for Best Lead Actress in a Drama Series with 18, although she never won any of those 18 Emmys? She was a dame. Oh boy, I hope this one doesn't knock you all out.
I didn't know she was a dame, but it's got to be this one.
Can I hear the credentials again?
She won 5 Tony Awards and has the most Emmy nominations for Best Lead Actress in a Drama Series with 18, although she never won any of those Emmys.
That's the one that's throwing me off a little bit. I can't fathom.
This is going to knock me out. Andy, if you get it, I'll be in last place.
The first part of this makes total sense, but the second part doesn't to me.
I'm locked in.
Locked in.
I'm locked in.
If you all get it wrong, then we'll just skip it and keep going.
Right.
Okay, let's start with Davo.
Smith.
Andy?
Yeah, I'm talking about a real person.
I'm sure.
What person?
Maggie Smith.
Maggie Smith's dead?
I don't know. That's why I said this.
If she's not, she's going to be soon. Thanks, Davo.
Wow. I think it's Angela Lansbury, though ironically her murder has not been solved. Wow.
Baby, I want to be
Kels?
I'm sorry. I had to check on Maggie Smith first, but I wrote down Angela Lansbury. And Maggie Smith, she's still with us.
Good.
Come on.
The correct answer is Angela Lansbury. She got nominated a bunch of times for Murder, She Wrote, but never won.
See, I didn't realize Murder,
It's a
She Wrote
shock.
was on that long.
Well, no, she had other nominations for other things as well.
Others, yeah.
But what other TV shows was she?
I mean, you can
lead
get
actress
nominated
in?
for like was it only
Like a
for
TV
lead
special,
actress?
or I suppose.
Yeah,
Yeah, some
like-
of them were movies or miniseries, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
I
mean-
mean, what?
Welcome to third place. Yeah.
Wow.
That's cold blooded.
Damn.
It's a familiar place for me, sadly.
Okay, so like she was nominated for limited series or actress, blah, 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 Murder, She Wrote, Tony Awards. That
Okay.
wouldn't have been drama series though.
Well, it would have been a TV special.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was a dame. That's what threw me off.
You know what? I did. I phrased that badly. She was nominated for 18 primetime Emmys. 12 of them were for outstanding lead actress in a drama series for Murder, She Wrote. The other 6 were for other events.
Okay, but still, I mean, if you would have asked me for this question, how long was Murder, She Wrote on the air? I would have said, I don't know, 6 or 7 years.
I would have said a long time. I know
Yeah,
it
she
was
was-
a long
I
time.
would have never guessed it was over 10 years. It's a
Her first
long run.
nomination for that was in 85. Her last one for that was in 96.
They were still making that show in the late 90s? Are you
Dude, it was
kidding
popular.
me?
So popular.
I had no idea. That's what was throwing me off. The rest of it made sense to me, but anyway.
All right. So question 3. Ravel Maganov, Yegor Prosvirin, Pavel Antov, and Dan Rappaport are all wealthy critics of Vladimir Putin and all died in the same way. How did they die?
Mm,
Oh, this is another one I thought it was all over the news. Maybe it's just in my news feed because I'm interested in this.
I'm locked in.
I did.
Kels,
Thrown out of windows.
Andy.
It's a poisoning related to radiation.
Nope. They all. I can't say if they were thrown, but they all fell out of windows.
Wow. All right.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You'll have, windows are very precarious. A lot of people don't realize how many accidental.
Yeah.
That's pretty dangerous to be near a window.
Especially if you're a wealthy Russian oligarch who has criticized Putin.
Yeah.
Somehow that really increases your odds. I don't know what's going on.
It was that last name that I was like, I know that name for. I didn't know why exactly, but yeah.
Yeah, Dan Rappaport. He was actually a American Latvian person who fell out of a window.
Mm.
All right. So everybody's out except Kel's. Question 4. Due to concerns for human safety, Norwegian authorities made the decision to euthanize Freya in August. What species was Freya?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say a horse.
Nope.
Tiger.
Nope. In Norway?
Oh, God.
It's a goat.
It's a moose.
No, it was a walrus.
Oh, poor Freya.
Walrus.
Yeah, she kept climbing up on people's boats, and people thought it was so cute, and so they were going up to her and
What?
taking pictures and stuff. And the authorities kept saying, "You cannot do that. You can't get her acclimatized to having people around." And people kept doing it, and she got more and more friendly with people. And she's like a 2,000 pound, I don't know how big they are, but
Goodness
really
gracious.
big animal. And so they made the decision to euthanize her in case she got too
Aw.
close and hurt somebody.
Before somebody got hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the authorities were criticized pretty roundly for that, but they would have been criticized even worse if she'd actually hurt somebody too. So,
Yeah.
Right.
all right. Well, that didn't go as well as I thought it would.
No.
I mean,
But our
'Cause
final.
we're about positivity on this show. We're not about
Right.
all this all
Well,
this
we're
death and
remembering
mayhem.
remembering these people and the joy that they brought us over the years, except for those Russian oligarchs and a walrus.
Right.
a walrus.
And a walrus.
Is that a sentence you never thought you'd say, honestly? Except for those Russian oligarchs and a walrus.
I never even thought that I would never say it because why would you?
That's inconceivable.
All right. Our final score is Deva with 145, Andy 155, and Kel's 208 points. Do you want to run through the rest of these real quick?
I do.
Yes, please.
I wrote them, so we're going to do it anyway.
Okay.
All right. Question 5 was what Czechoslovakian-born director of Ghostbusters, Meatballs, and Kindergarten Cop died in his sleep in February?
Reitman?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ivan Reitman? Yep. No, it's not Ivan.
Yeah, it is.
It's Ivan Reitman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 2 cousins of televangelist Jimmy Swaggart died in 22, both of whom had successful music careers. Name them both.
One is Jerry Lee Lewis. The other would be boy, it's a tip of my tongue.
Had a popular night spot. It's prominent in a movie in the 80s, I think, or 70s, 80s.
I can't come up with it.
I got me. I would have been out.
You give up?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm waiting for Andy to give up.
I give up.
Yeah.
I can't come up with it.
He was a country singer. Mickey Gilley.
I know.
Country singer.
Mickey Gilley?
Yep.
Got me.
Yep. I didn't realize how big of a career he had because I've never been into country music, but he had a whole string of #1 country hits in the 70s. But then the new breed of country singers came along and he was kind of losing popularity because he was like old school. And then he had a bar and it was featured in Urban Cowboy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, question 7. Kazuki Takahashi drowned off the coast of Okinawa Island in July. He was the creator of what popular manga series which spawned one of the most popular trading card games in the world?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yu-Gi-Oh!
It is Yu-Gi-Oh! In November, the rapper Takeoff was shot to death in Houston. He was 1/3 of what trap hip-hop group best known for their songs Bad and Bougie, Stir Fry, and Walk It, Talk It?
Migos.
Yep. What libertarian political satirist died of lung cancer in February? He was a frequent guest on Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Oh, yeah. Shoot. I can't come up with his name, but I know who you're talking about because I was kind of surprised that Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me barely acknowledged it.
I don't know.
PJ O'Rourke.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was on there all the time, and I really was surprised. Like they never even they tweeted about it, but they never actually mentioned it on the show.
I haven't listened to that in a while. And finally, Ann Turner Cook passed away at the age of 95 in June. She was a respected high school English teacher and a novelist, but she also has had her face in nearly every grocery store in America since about 1930. What product is she the face of?
Gerber baby food?
It is.
The Gerber baby lady.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's it.
Well, good job, Neil.
Well, thank you.
Very good.
Yeah, good questions as always to start off the new year.
Mm-hmm. Familiar result, but hopefully that will change as the year continues.
Probably not.
Okay. I'm trying to be nice here. So, from all of us here at the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast, this is your MC Davo with Kels.
I got a couple of quotes from actors who we lost in 2022. Ray Liotta, as far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster. And Mr. Sidney Poitier, they call me Mr. Tips.
Andy.
I just rewatched that movie the other day, and Heat of the Night is still an amazing film. So long, Ladle Brainers.
And the Sensei Neil.
Today's selection is from the #1 hit from my girl Lizzo. It's Bad Bitch O'Clock. Yeah, it's 6:30. I've been through a lot, but I'm still flirty.
All right, then. So that's a word we can use. It's news to me.
Off.
I mean, it was a #1 hit. Surely we can use it on the podcast, right?
Surely.
the Brain Ladle Trivia Podcast are thrilled to announce that we have merch, t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, stickers, mouse pads, a bottle of Crystal Pepsi, and a 1986 Buick Regal sitting on what the kids would say, dubs. I mean, the works. Go to brainladleshop.com and give our beautiful new shop a once over. Show your love of trivia and help support the show by locking in on your favorite swag. And remember our sales motto, if you want it, we got it. If we ain't got it, we're going to get it. So you better get it while the getting's good.
And he's got some great names in there too.
I'm sure.
Well, you got to start running out of names.
Tertius, Quartus,
No.
Quintus,
No.
Sextus.
No.
Sextus.
How about Onyx Ice Coal Cannon?
Wow.
That really does sound like a camera.
Legendary
Sounds
Love
like
Cannon.
What?
Legendary Love.
Why?
Cannon.
Why?
That
Why?
sounds like a porn name.
It does. Or
There's
a
also
title.
there's also Beautiful Zeppelin Cannon.
Beautiful Zeppelin?
No.
Yep.
There should be a law.
And then
Sounds
there's
in a number of countries.
so in 2021 they were the twins. Zion Mixolydian Cannon and Zillion Air Cannon.
These sound like
Zion and
Instagram
Zillion.
He's just playing
titles.
bobble at this point. He's just
oh my
shaking up the
God.
letters.
Yeah.
He's also
Get 'em
got
on.
Golden Sagan, Powerful Queen, Rise Messiah Cannon.
What?
Yeah,
He's just throwing
Rise.
adjectives out there.
Rise
Adverse
Messiah.
adjectives
Yeah.
name.
Runs
Mad Libs
runs
now.
quickly. Cannon.
His the most normal names were the ones that he had in 2011, the old ones with Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey. Yeah.
Also twins, I guess.
Mhm.
Monroe and Moroccan.
Someone's leveling him. He needs someone to level him out. You know?
He needs to
Come
get a
on.
little snip done, if you ask me. But that's another.
Yes.
Oh, that defeats the purpose of the plot. He's trying to repopulate Earth.
I've got a
With
little
Rise
friend.
Messiah. Rise Messiah.
I know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rise Messiah.
Onyx
Nicholas.
Ice Cold.
Onyx Ice sounds like a sports drink.
Yeah.
Onyx Ice Cold Cannon? Is that the
Cole.
name?
Well, so the mother is Lanisha Cole. And so
Oh,
it's
Cole.
Onyx
Oh, you want to
Ice.
hyphenate that shit.
Onyx
Cole.
Ice
Yeah.
Cold Cannon, yeah.
It sounded like Andre Ice Cold 3000 when you said it. And I was like, oh, that's on
Onyx
the
Ice
nose.
Cold Cannon.
Wow.
It's raspberry
Good
flavor.
Good for Nicholas. The preceding podcast was presented by Brain Ladle Productions. All rights reserved.
Sure, come get this baby.